Sunnah has not seen its day in America. It has not seen its day. The nation has seen its day. The nation of Islam has seen its heyday. The only place they can go is this way. That's it. The Quran and the Sunnah has not seen its day. But brothers and sisters, for the Quran and the Sunnah to take its place on the world stage in America, and if we are holding that banner, our model has got to be Al-Hajj Malik al-Shabazz. We will go further than what he got. We will go further, inshallah, because he only got so far. But this Islam must be packaged in a way, brothers and sisters, that we have to use this Islam just like our earlier ancestors did. We got to survive this racist Americas, this slave system that they have set up. So we must form our own communities, keep our distinct identities, our Islamic identities, and know it's not separate from our African identity. Build schools, get property, build a society, and from this base, use our communities and this society as a base to raid the plantations. Raid the plantations. And be getting with our Muslims, our other people who are slaves too. If they don't want to become Muslims, no problem. But teach them how to practice their Christianity. Let them know that the Africans and the Christians in Africa, they didn't believe that Jesus was God. The Christians in Africa did not believe that Jesus was God. We even have to tell them too, brothers and sisters, that if they want an example to look at, tell them to look at Martin Luther King. Yeah, tell them to look at Martin. Tell them to look at Martin. But we got to look at Al-Hajj Malik. Because Al-Hajj Malik had that package. Al-Hajj Malik was a part of this tradition. Quran and Sunnah. He knew who he was. His Islam was not separated from him as who he was. As an African American, wasn't separate. And he took this Islam and he used it as a weapon for our liberation. That's how he used it. He didn't use this Islam to punk out. He used this Islam to stand up with. That's how we got to use it. That's how we got to use it. That is our legacy. That is our legacy. The Muslim slaves in America. The Muslim slaves. We got to be the most educated. Brothers and sisters, the slaves came over here educated. We got to be educated. We have to be better educated. We got some of our young brothers on jobs right now that the only reason why you can be on these jobs right now is because you're young. But if you're on these same jobs when you're 30 and 35 years old and 40, you're going to be frustrated. You got to get a skill. You got to get a skill. We got to get educated. We got to build our community. We have to do this. And we can't depend on anybody doing it for ourselves. We have to do it. The same characteristics that they showed, we got to show those same characteristics, inshallah. Inshallah. And Allah will help us in that regard, inshallah. Can we do this real quick, inshallah? This is only about 20 minutes. But we want to show you some images dealing with roots. We want to also show you some images. We want to show you Ayyub bin Sulaiman. We want to show you Yaro Mahmud. And we want to show you Omar ibn Said. Yes. And so inshallah, so there's a little narration and so on and so forth. But we think it's, inshallah, it'll be a little helpful, inshallah. We're going to also start off with showing you some of the influences of Islam on the native population. You will see and hear Native Americans, indigenous people, wrapped up, women who are wrapped up and so on and so forth, like Muslims, just to show that particular influence and that particular connection. And then, like I said, we'll show some clips from Roots, some parts in which you may have forgotten, inshallah, in terms of some Islamic influence, inshallah. And then we'll end with some pictures of some of those the African Muslim slaves from America, inshallah. Huh? This should be cool right here.